Go man. Go.
The 1920s was a beautiful time. Everything was much more better than what we had today. We had blues and jazz, which would touch your soul. Unlike today, where you got a transvestite and a little girl and Justin Bieber singing. The cars were better, the women were better, and we also made our own alcohol. We had those cool talking ways, and it was the way of the life that we just loved. 1920s was a time that we all loved.
Popular artists back in the day had many musicians. All of them shared distinct similarities. Whoa! What the?
Are you seeing this? Whoa! Oh!
You may see similarity. That's right. They're all bluesmen. That's an elephant.
Research shows on Wikipedia, jazz is a musical tradition and lifestyle of music that began at the 20th century in Africa, America.
Africa, America?
What? African American.
I heard like a little voice in my body. We all did.
Let's go to our reporter on the field. Hello, stranger. Well, what kind of music did you listen to in the 1920s?
Well, the music that I listened to in the 1920s were probably blues and jazz.
What kind of music would you listen to in the 1920s?
What's the music? I don't know what you're talking about.
So, if you listen to like jazz and let's say blues, what kind of instruments would you play with these music?
I think you'd use the piano and the
Well, what kind of instruments did you play in that genre?
Nothing. I don't know. What's that? Oh, okay.
So I've been asking everyone today basically the same question. What kind of music would you listen to in the 1920s?
Well,
I would listen to jazz and blues.
and that is my answer.
What's music? What's music?
So as I conclude, nobody really knows anything about 1920s music. I guess we'll see to find out what happens next.
Really? What is music?
In the 1920s, you would listen to different kinds of music and instruments as well, like the trumpet,
Baritone, the clarinet. Go on.
and the trombone maybe. Other than that, jazz and music was produced by those instruments. Oh, I forgot the banjo.
In 1919, there was a national organization called the Canadian Bureau for the Advancement of Music.
Yeah.
Which was a national group that encouraged and promoted the music of Canada. They have pushed piano lessons and got their wish in 1926.
Canadian music was forever changed by the invention of the radio. This enabled music to be heard all over without the use of actual gramophones. The radio was invented during the 1920s. It was still very primitive and usually reserved for live broadcast.
A lot of the music artists in the 1920s were born and raised in the southern USA as slaves and escaped during the Underground Railroad.
Popular Canadian artists at the time include Robert Nathaniel Dent, John W. Johnson, Law Hooper, Elton Brooks, Kenny Carey, James and Johnson Bowlby, William Eckstein, popular for the song Makes the World Go Round, Raymond Egan, popular for the song Sleepy Time Gal, and Carmen Longston, with a popular song Quartet.